when it comes to mixing, there's a few things that I do always, and that is high pass and low pass anything in a sound that doesn't definitely have to be there, and make the frequencies of each sound, the parts of that sound that really matter, shine and be prevalent. So here you can see there's lots and lots of different little sound design elements that come together to create the sort of atmosphere or sound of the overall track. And they're all tiny snippets. So if we just solo that folder, so there's lots of different things going on. So it is actually a reasonably difficult chore to mix because there's so many different elements all sort of on top of each other. And so one technique is to make sure every sound has only the most important frequencies being highlighted. So, for example, I've just pulled up a random track that's got an EQ and it's got a very strong high pass, so everything below 380 hertz is being filtered out, and that way I use that technique not only on the low end but on the high end as well. So so only the really important frequencies of each sound are making the final cut into the mix in a sense, and that way you don't have so many tracks with similar frequencies sort of overpowering each other and getting all this mud. So it's a way of sort of stripping back all the rubbish out of a mix. Cutting all that stuff that's not the focus of each track out of the equation means that you're freeing up more room for the important things in the mix, whether that be, the melody or the chords or a certain sound that you want to be prominent in the mix. So a similar thing here, where on this sound, I'll just play it. Okay, so that's quite a high frequency sound, but I have still rolled off from 10K and above off, and that's so it doesn't get too brittle and bright, and so the energy in the mix is preserved for the stuff that I want in that very, very high frequency band to come through. And if you've got a lot of stuff in that really high band, it's all competing and it can be harsh. So those all those different sounds talk to each other to make the overall melody in a sense, even though there's no real fundamental melody in this groove. These little snippets here sort of, bounce off each other to make that melody. Yeah, and that's sort of, I suppose, illustrates my aesthetic with using lots of snippets of sounds to create that overall collage.